Alright, so today we're going to talk a little bit about rubbing. What is rubbing in the fur world? Rubbing occurs when that fur is breaking down, generally later in the season. Here in the Midwest, especially in Iowa, there's no rule to this, but generally around the first of the year things start to break down. Could be later, could be earlier, but basically the fur has quit developing, and everything the animal does as far as going under fences, in and out of den entrances, it is rubbing that fur. We'll start with a coon first. You can see this bare spot almost on the back of the neck. Most of your rubbing is going to occur on animals between the base of the head and the shoulder blades, give or take. Like I said, not a rule there either. You can get it down in the flanks and other places, but typically, especially on raccoons and coyotes, which are the two main species I'd say that start to rub, this is where it's going to be. You might not think that that's a whole lot of an issue, but your fur buyer is definitely going to know that, and you're definitely going to get a little docked for it. Nothing you can do. This isn't a parasite or mange, it's just the fur breaking down. Get the coon out of the way and I'll show you the coyote here. You can see this major bald spot right here, kind of right above the front legs. This is just another example of rub. You can see how wiry this hair is, versus you come down here in the flanks and you still got, it's still a little more underwool. Really though, it's just a rough coyote altogether. You can see that bare spot, but when you go back to the raccoons, it might not look like much of a damage, but when I get this raccoon finished, I'm going to show you what that looks like on the leather side once it's flushed and dried. Alright guys, so a few days ago we took that video of that raccoon. We talked about rubbing and what it looks like. This is the after effect. This is what it looks like when your fur is finished. Very noticeable. This section of the fur from here up is pretty much unusable in the fur industry anyway. So it's one of those things, it's you cannot take a damaged raccoon that you caught and make it the top lot. You can, however, take a really nice, beautiful raccoon and ruin it. So it's one of those things, you can't take a $5 coon, turn it into a $10 one, but you quickly can turn that $10 one into a $2 one if you do something wrong. So overall though, decent coon. Had some kind of damage there, but you get a few flea or tick bites, but that's part of it. That's out of our control. All you can do is handle these things the best you can. But like I said, rubbing, that's something that happens later in the year. It's very, very common with raccoons and coyotes, at least in our neck of the woods. That's kind of our two main species that you see it on. But anyway, just want to show you, when you hear that term rubbed or rubbing, that's that fur breaking down, and that's what the after effect is going to look like.